What's up, YouTube? Dave here. You know, when thinking of the topic for this week's video, I was thinking to myself, we always talk about the wins, all of the successful breedings, the pair bonds, new additions to the den, but we never take a minute to talk about some of the losses. That's right. Just like you guys, I have setbacks as well. In fact, this week I had a couple of setbacks. So I thought in this week's video, let's talk about some of those setbacks, and we'll also take a look at some changes that are coming to the den. So let's get into this video. So if you've been watching my channel for any period of time, you know that I have a breeding pair of red dovi. In addition, I have a secondary female that had gotten beaten up, but I was able to nurse her back to health. In an attempt to get this male to spawn with both females, I set the aquarium up with the male in the center, with a divider on either side with a female on either end of him so that they could spawn. Well, this was semi-successful in that one of the females laid in a clay pot that I had in the tank with her, but it was away from where the male could fertilize the eggs. So I took and placed a piece of slate on either side by the female so that they could lay, and then that the male could possibly fertilize the eggs as well without causing harm to either female, because he's starting to become very aggressive. Well, that didn't really work. There was a void when I put the slate in on one side, and that female crossed the divider and he lit her up pretty good. As you can see in the video, her sides are pretty well wrecked. Setback number 2. So if you've seen any of my recent fish room tours, any of my recent videos, you notice I had a young pair of tetracanthus coming up. And these guys were getting along great. In fact, I had some dithers in with them, and they seemed to be getting along well. In fact, so well that I thought I was close to getting a spawn off of these guys. Little to my surprise, that didn't work out. Come home from work the other day, and I'm making my pass through the fish room, and I feed that tank, and I noticed the female didn't come out to eat. So first thought was maybe she's tending to her nest. Maybe they spawned. But I started to do some investigation, move some things around, and I see her on the bottom of the tank with her tail going and gasping for air, just about dead. The male has just wigged out and killed her. So, fortunate for me, I had an additional female that she's very small, but it's another female. Just on the off chance that something like this happened, I was fortunate enough to have another female. But sometimes it doesn't work out in your favor, and you just go without. If you got a fish room and you do any type of breeding, one thing you learn very quickly is that tank space is of the premium. And I'm finding it out the hard way right now. With my colony of Finistratums putting on size, and I'm starting to have pairs form, I need the additional tank space to accommodate me breeding this species of fish. So one of the hard decisions I'm having to face right now is I may have to eliminate my colony of Severums because I need the tank space to engage in this breeding program that I'm starting. So there you have it. We all have setbacks, and this probably won't be the last that I incur. So what kind of setbacks have you guys had in your fish rooms or in your aquariums? Leave me a comment below and tell me about your experiences. I'd love to hear about them.